Hi, we're once again back playing Spore, and yeah, we'll continue from last time. We're in the civilization stage, and last time we ended um, after taking over our first foreign city. So here we can see our freshly conquered city. And it is surrounded by our own vehicles. We can, however, see that the civilization we attacked has managed to take over another city in the meantime from someone else. So we have not quite made them go extinct yet. They will certainly be our next target, because we are already angry with them. And with the other nations we are kind of neutral right now. They are, however, getting quite distrustful of us. So what we're gonna do is give them more gifts to ensure that we have a peaceful time with them. So let's just give some more gifts. Alright. And let's give you some more gifts. And yeah, they still both are in the neutral territory. Yeah, something else that we gotta fix is, since we've taken over this city here, we had to destroy all other buildings before taking it over. So now we have to repair it in order to make it be productive again. So we'll do exactly that. We will just plop down some factories and some entertainment buildings. And once we have more money again, we will make this city even bigger. Yeah, we'll just have to wait a little bit for more money. In the meantime, you can see that our vehicles are healing themselves up from after the battle. Actually, why don't we right now just go ahead and take care of the big creature that was kind of destroying stuff last time. You can see that it is really wrecking our vehicles. It's really strong. But once we have taken care of it, it will no longer pose a problem to us. Oh, we are being attacked over here. Yeah, you guys just take care of those boats. So the big creature still exists, and the boats that are attacking also are still a problem. Let's see how this goes. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do at this moment other than just crank out more vehicles. In the meantime, just watching it all happen. Okay, so now both of the dangers are taken care of. The big creature has gone off somewhere completely else. It is heating up again also, so if it comes back, which it appears to be doing, we will have to fight it all over again. But whatever. So we are making money again and things are looking peaceful-ish right now. Oh, and the enemy nation that we had before has been eradicated by someone else. That's fine. And so here we can see one of the social parts again. In this way we have invitation to go to war with someone else. So Blue Nation is asking for our help. And the thing about Red Nation is that they are quite big. They have 3 cities right now. So it's very dangerous to go to war with them. They are kind of outscaling us in every aspect. However, we're still gonna do it. Blue Nation has 2 cities as well. I hope we are not left alone in danger and that we aren't constantly attacked. That would be bad, obviously. And so we're gonna help them, I guess. So yeah, this is now the declaration of war from the Red Nation. Let's do something. We have a coastal city now, which means that we have access to boats now. So let's quickly build a military boat that can help defend ourselves from Red Nation. Yeah, let's do something like this again. I think we started with this part on the land vehicle as well. So the boat parts are obviously more geared towards water vehicles. They don't really have walking legs or wheels as much as the land vehicle editor had. So there are different parts available for us and we will make use of them. good, obviously. And let's add some more military power to them. Maybe like this. Yeah, I think it looks like a realistic vehicle and looks aggressive enough. Let's maybe, I don't know, just for fun, add a little spoiler behind here. Whoops, yeah, like this. Yeah, and let's go to the painting section. This time we're gonna make use of the paint like feature, where you can just choose one of your creations and it will then apply the previous coloring scheme to what you're building right now. So in this case that worked pretty well. We do have the hazard stripes on the bottom of the vehicle, that's good, and it looks fine. Let's call it the Waterminator. Alright, time to move on. We can now, in addition to building land vehicles, also build our boats. And immediately our boat is moving into action. Oh no, our capital city is being attacked. But it defended itself successfully with its turrets. That's nice. So back to the other scene of action we go. So we're building some more boats. Let's take care of these guys first, and these guys shall keep attacking this guy. Actually, let's keep you guys active. I think you can reach these guys here. SCP is coming. Oh no. Red Nation is becoming a big problem. They have taken care of Blue Nation's other city. Yeah, they are starting up with a quite big military. I guess we're gonna have to change things a little bit. So, okay. First of all, I'm gonna need more money. So I've built the factory. Then we might just need to maybe even reconsider the war with the Red Nation, because they're just too big with us. Because look at this huge number of moons here. They even got airplanes already.
It's Klavenet, Limmerfeed, and Hupkrug Klav Kunev. Oh, Suvnev. And, Sharpnet Klavenesh.
Yeah, I will just try to get back on good terms with them. Even the turrets are too expensive right now. Okay, now we can afford them. One of them. I guess here. This is not going well, they are just completely outnumbering us. Yeah. So what to do about this? I don't know, maybe I can afford another turret. If I sell some decorations like this? No, not quite. Maybe if I sell these as well. No, that is nowhere near enough. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I guess we have no choice but to just continue to let it happen. We got enough for another turret here. Yeah, but it immediately died as well. Yeah, I think there's nothing really that we can do. Wait, did they leave us our spice stations, or did they take those over as well? No, I think they took those over. Maybe that's why I'm not generating enough money. I guess so. Yeah, this is not good, not good. I guess all we can do really is defend our capital city. I think the other one is pretty much done for, yes. So we're back to square one, I guess. And all I can do now is make sure that my own city stays safe. And also we're gonna... Oh, I'm no longer at war with Red Nation, that's nice to hear. That's a little bit too late, because they did take my city. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to just slowly prepare for more war. Just with our one city here. So I guess there's not much more we can do right now other than wait. And we are again at war with the Red Nation. Oh no. Okay. Then you guys go here as well. I'm gonna set this vehicle into freeze mode. Yes. You are gonna attack this spot here. I also want the money from there. Why can you not get there? Surely you can get there. Come here. Then come here. And the airplanes are attacking. Oh, they are looking quite cool though. Let's take a closer look at it. Nice. Yeah, that shape works quite well for an insect looking kind of airplane. Looks cool. But yeah, it is quite fast, not too strong. So as long as only one of them is in a city, I think we're doing fine. Yeah. So everyone please go take care of this. So right now our tanks are being under attack by a plane, and they cannot defend themselves against that. Alright, so let's move back home. We have now a little bit more money. Let's increase our production as well. So again, we are going to do this in a way doesn't leave us with too much unhappiness. So I guess this one won't work. We're gonna have it like this. And we're also gonna put down some more turrets. And then I guess we have to focus on tanks again, because our coastal city was taken away. We're gonna have to take it back eventually, but not without a huge mass of tanks. So, Red Nation now I think has 5 cities right now, So they are obviously quite a formidable opponent. So it won't be enough to just go in there with 6 tanks. However, something we can do is... Oh, what are you? Oh, you are taking formation again. I guess we'll just go to the... Unfortunately, as you can see, the static bomb only was useful for so long, and the battle is over. Blue Nation has been eradicated. So City is under attack. Yeah, but again only by one of the airplanes. That's easy. But you know, you've seen all of the many boats. So we will not have it very easy for long. What to do? They still have many boats here on the coast, so I guess we can't really do much against this. In the meantime, something you can see happening here is a religious takeover. So this yellow nation is trying to capture this city by converting them religiously, which they are doing a very good job of. Yeah, it's been taken over. Something we might do is try and get Yellow Nation to attack the Red Nation. That might help us. So we will try to do that eventually. I'm also gonna just add more houses to the city, even though they don't really have too much of a use in terms of creating more happiness, but more houses means I can place more tanks down. So once we got more money, we should be able to create 2 more tanks. So far we're actually pretty lucky that they are only attacking always with 1 aircraft. because if they coordinated in a better way, we would be toast. So,
Mr. George.
more vehicles to go around. How is the state of things over here? Currently, not much defending the city. Could be time for a counterattack, actually.
Blood trip.
Let's try it, but also first let's save. You know, in case my horrible decision is really horrible.
Scan the room now. Signature.
So yeah, I think since the turret is the biggest danger at the moment, our first order of business here is destroying that. And then try to take over the city, I guess. Everybody,
Curve the block says.
capture the city, please. Yeah, so the only reason why this goes successful right now is because they are not here. We are essentially having done a sneak attack here. So let's in the meantime bribe our way into the hearts of Yellow Nation, and then we admire your great lands. Can we now also ask them to go to war for us? It doesn't look like it. Too bad. Maybe we will be able to later. My city is under attack again. I hope it's just again by... well, it appears to be by nothing. You two guys, why are you not coming over to attack? You have a job. Yeah, there we go.
Signature.
I guess something is slightly bugged about this game here, that they don't pathfind correctly to the city. Yeah, now they are pathfinding here. And in the meantime, we do have the money. Let's keep... oh! Am I done? Yes, I'm done. Yeah, so we got back to 2 cities. Things are looking better again. Not gonna lie, it looked quite bad for a moment there. So now let's get more tanks here and let's build up the city over here. So I want some boats. And I want to make some money here as well. Please give me a factory. And for more things we have to select. Oh yeah, two, now they are unhappy. So we will immediately give them this. An entertainment building. And let's save, because that was quite successful. Yeah, now we wait again. Because I think the next target is gonna be one of Red Nation's coastal cities again. Probably this one. Because here I can attack both by boat and by land. In order to deal with the air nonsense. So let's do that. Once we do get to airplanes and stuff, those are gonna be the best attackers that we can get. But as you can see, these are also very bad at defending themselves. But once we get to the required stage, we will certainly make use of airplanes for attacking. Yeah, we need a bigger city again. So, a house here, which helps us both with happiness and with money. Then a house here, and next we're gonna get another factory. Yeah, just have to wait a little bit until the money comes in. Okay, it's not working this way. Maybe let's arrange them differently. So like this. Then you go here. And then you go here. Yeah, that is more efficient. We still have a lot of happiness. And more money. Once we got enough money, we're gonna plop a turret down on this side here. That's enough. You can see that in swarms, these airplanes can do quite a lot of damage. Okay, Yellow Nation has been eradicated, oh no, which means I think Red is again bigger. Oh no, now they are coming on us. Yeah, now they are trying hard. Fortunately not hard enough. So let's just get that turret back. Again, saving for good measure, and then soon, once we have reached our limit, yeah, now I think we're gonna start an attack again. So if you look here, there is this city here kind of guarding this passageway that we will need to move through in order to get to here, but our tanks cannot get here, so we will either need to swim through really quickly or take care of this city first, which is gonna be hard. I'm gonna try just attacking here with everybody and we'll see how it goes. So let's also see if all of our vehicles are moving. Yeah, they seem to all have gotten the message.
Sigma.
And let's see how it goes.
Sigma, Reshramto.
Oh, they do have many turrets active. So we're gonna have to send in more and more vehicles over time. Alright, we have gotten through the passageway, that's good. And the boats are attacking now as well. Yeah, they are choosing the correct targets automatically. Yeah, this turret is done. Let's pause for a second, go back home and get more units. One of those, two of those, okay, I guess only those. Are you still good? No, they took care of one of the turrets again. Both of the turrets actually. That's bad. No, you are still good, okay. Yeah. Let's give you a third turret, just in case. Let's take you to go over here as well. Progress is going. Of the static bomb again. It's just okay. Well, the target is dead. I guess I don't need it. One of our own cities under attack. Okay, this one is done. Yes, so again, a military city has been conquered by a military nation, so unsurprisingly it stays a military nation, a military city. But that means 3 cities now. One more and we can get to airplanes. And then things are starting to go really wild. We're gonna take now a lot more sea vehicles, cause we're gonna go probably soon to another continent. But first things first, let's make this city work. is under attack. Yes. Over here. Well, it's airplanes again. 3 of them. That's not a problem, I think. Where is it? They did get one of the turrets, but we have another one coming up here. No problem. And soon they shall be... Oh, there is another one. The other 2 turrets are also gone. I see. I see. Yeah, and guys, come back over here. You also come back. Yeah, it seems this was more of a well-coordinated attack. I think the static bomb should help us against the flyers too. So let's see if that works. Yes, it worked. Okay, more. They sure are trying right now. So back with another turret. I guess we're gonna have to kind of just tank our way through this, in a sense. I know the land crawlers here cannot do much at all. I guess they're just here for moral support. Whatever. So get back those turrets, please. And more. Jesus Christ, they are cranking out the airplanes right now. Alright, things are looking up. I think these turrets should start heating up any second now. At least the tanks do. Yeah, they are starting to heat up. That's nice. Let's get another turret down. So, I guess we're gonna stay on this continent for our next fight. We're gonna try and take care of Eviston here. Which is quite well guarded. It does have 4 turrets and is a quite big city, so it's gonna take a lot of time and effort to take care of them. We will do it though. But first, increase the money. Save again. And slowly prepare for the next attack. One of my spice derricks is under attack. But where? care of that. And I guess more airplanes, is that right? Yes, it is. More turrets. It's good that these turrets work so well against aircrafts. That makes them really good. Because otherwise, right now, you would have no defense against the aircrafts. You know what? We have enough money. Let's just add an additional turret here. And let's... Wait, isn't there one here? Yeah, there is one here. Let's leave it at that. Alright, can we get more? No, we have reached our limits of vehicles again. So, off we go to attack again. Successfully saved, that's nice. And everybody capture the city. It looks on the minimap like everybody's moving. That's good. So soon we should see our vehicles incoming. Actually, the boats seem to be faster than the tanks, which makes sense in a way. My city is under attack again. Is it again with the airplanes? This is getting a little bit annoying. Alright, more of those, everywhere. Okay. It looks like some of our own attackers have died, which is not to any surprise because they did have a lot of turrets to start with. So I have rebuilt some of them. We should be fine with continuing to attack. Yeah, it's going well. So even the boats are doing it kind of smartly, and they're attacking from this side where there are no turrets between, which is good. And would you look at that, the big creature from all the way at the beginning is still here. I guess the boats are now going to attack from this side. In which case I want us to focus on this turret piece. Don't get destroyed. Yes. Now continue as normal. Focus on this turret now. Now focus on this city again.
To upload. The signature! Return to!
Alright. Now... Oh, no, none of our attackers has died so far. So that's cool. Yeah, again, this is going quite well. Of course, the unfortunate thing again is that we need to destroy all of the buildings before we can take over. So we're gonna have to build the city afterwards. But that's fine.
Scan the radar! Signature! Signature!
And soon this will be done as well, and we will get to get our airplanes. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, same thing again. The city has been taken over. And I think we're getting a cutscene now for the airplanes. I'm not sure though. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now we have airplanes available. So we first are gonna save again, and then we're gonna go to the airplane designer. So to the vehicles tab, and here, military air. I guess let's do something of a realistic looking airplane this time. So right away we have this jet kind of body part. I guess if we want to, we can just really quickly plop together a vehicle like this with like no effort at all. And this time that will be fine. We will get to build more creative stuff later. So let's get some of these jet engines and put them on the bottom. Yeah, let's put them a little bit more back, like so. We don't have classic rockets per se. These look a little bit like rockets. So if we put them like this, it looks like we can almost fire rockets from under our wing. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, that's fine. But we do want to make it more powerful military-wise. So let's just get some of these on top of here. regular old jet, in my opinion. Again, not wanting to spend too much time, let's try it with... Oh, okay, no, that doesn't look too good, actually. Let's see, maybe we just take this. Yeah, that's fine. We could spend ages and ages here, painting it in detail and stuff. But I suppose that's not so much the point, is it? Right now. Maybe just give the cockpit a bit more of a yellow look if I can. Is there something yellow in here? Something where the glass is yellow? I don't think so. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that either. Yeah, let's keep it as it is. Yeah, it looks alright. Or maybe... no, I'm not quite happy with the wings, actually. Let's see how this looks, and this time in part yellow, part... no. Yeah, like this and like this. How does it look? It looks alright. Sure, let's leave it at that. Let's call it the aero dynamo. And then we're good to go. So now we have the buy air vehicle button. It's the most expensive one of the three. And again we are at the vehicle limit button. Right now we have conquered the whole continent, so these land vehicles are no longer of any use to us, so we can just delete all of them. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to delete everything, no.
Slapny shoot.
So I guess let's get more boats and airplanes back. That was quite the bad mistake, but I guess it happens. Fortunately, money is kind of infinite here. And you better don't come any closer. So I guess this is gonna be our next target. It has 3 turrets. I wanna wait for more money so I can get more of the aircrafts. Yes, like this. I'm considering whether I should deal now with this creature, in case it gets too close again and starts destroying my stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you can see with one of its fire breath projectiles it can immediately destroy one of my aircrafts. So this is a little bit of an expensive attack. But it was probably worth it. And once again, Eviston is under attack. I wanna see, please. Eviston was... this is Eviston. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is attack from here. I see. Well, good that we have these guys. now that we also have aircrafts, we can also use those to defend ourselves from other aircrafts. So we are no longer completely helpless against them. Jeez, that is quite the big swarm though.
Return to.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit slow, considering that we don't have any factories on this city yet, and we're waiting for the most expensive of the units. So I guess what we will do is once again go into the city planner and make the city bigger. So build the factory, no, build the entertainment first, because otherwise they will be unhappy. And then build the factory next, but not quite like this, please. Then we can put the house in between them once we have more money. So occasionally you see these notifications down here that are saying that one of my cities is celebrating. That is because they have enough happiness, and that will increase the spice production, which means more money. When they are celebrating, you are seeing these fireworks pop up. That should be enough also for a house over here, doubling the income of the city. Yeah, the aircraft's coming back, but no worries.
Scan the room now.
We do have quite a big army already. That could just be enough to take over another city. There's another pack of what's coming in. That's fine.
Signature! 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 Return to!
Alright. And I think before we go attack the next city, we are just gonna put down a few more turrets. Like so. Like so. And another one once we have the money. I do still find the pumpkin building quite funny. Actually, it's just floating in the air, so I don't know how our people are getting into this building, but it is quite funny to see. Alright, time for the next turret, and I think off we go. So there's a city right here,
Conflict.
and we're just gonna capture it.
Visitor! Visitor! Signature! 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 Return to!
And yeah, I would say this is going quite well. We're making quite quick work of the defenses, and yeah, same with the buildings. Another thing is usually you see more different nations on the globe, and you see just more varied dialogue options that way, and you will have trade routes with one nation and allyship with another, and then war with another. But in this case, Red Nation just took over the world so quickly that they became our only enemy, essentially. So that's why we're basically only seeing them. Alright. We do now have access to the gadget bomb if we get enough money. That will make conquering cities even easier. So I guess let's build more stuff. So let's make this a profitable city again. I think this city is also a little bit bugged, because usually you can place more buildings within the city, but it's fine. It's gonna be productive enough. We already have the other cities anyway. For example, let's go back to Eviston, which is still very small, I would say, and increase our production here as well. I only need a little bit more money for another house, then we can get our happiness back. Yeah, there it is. And a house over here. And voila. Back to happiness. getting just more money out of it if you have overflowing happiness like this, so you wanna keep it this way. Alright, now let's look for more red cities. So close one would be here. Oh, this boat here is not very healthy. I will order you to come next to the city in order to fill up. Where even are you though? Here. Our boats are not very fast, it seems. That's fine. Once it is back in this area, it should heat again. Yeah, it is starting to heal, but then they attacked. Let us wait for the injured guy to heal up some more before we go attack the next city. I guess from this point on forward, since we're making more and more money over time, we can focus more and more on aircrafts instead of the boats. Yeah, and I think, yeah, we're now at our vehicle limit again. And to be fair, our army is quite huge. So, Carpazius will be the next city that will attack. Again, it is quite well fortified, but at this point nothing really can stand in our way anymore. Yeah, I think we will just attack now. And once again, save. And you will see that with an army as big as this, this goes just super fast. We eliminated 3 turrets in like nothing. See the citizens panicking and dying. They are not very happy, obviously. But you know, that's how war works, unfortunately. So it should go without saying, kids, don't do this in real life. Don't go attacking other cities. That's not very nice. And again, same thing. capturing the city. And right now we just have so much money, we can immediately clean up this city and make it big and productive again. So let's start out here with this and that. Put another house over here. Put another factory over there. No, not like... sure, why not? Then... honestly, let's go to north, who cares? We're gonna put down a few of these turrets again. And then we are ready to go with more airplanes. And we just need to wait a little while until enough money comes in, which is going faster and faster each time. Has been captured. Did they just take one of my cities back? I think so. But it completely didn't alarm me or anything like that. So, you know, let's just take it back. Usually a little notification should have popped up that they are attacking the city, but I guess not. Same thing again, you know, just stuff. And it's immediately ours again. I will just skip the cutscene this time, you have seen it enough. So, once again going in here. Now they're just being annoying. They have captured another city for no explanation at all. So again, let's just take that one back.
Reflect. Scan the room now. Squad low. Flip shift. Signature. 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 Refrendo. Measure this. Measure this. Scan the room now. Signature. Signature. Squad low. Signature. Refrendo. Measure this. Measure this.
Alright. And let's take back this city again. Hold on, another city is under attack again. And we're gonna need more of these guys. shall just do the job completely on their own. And done. Yep, we've seen this happen again. And why not just immediately move on to the next city?
Civilised ensues. Signature!
Where's the attacker here? Oh, is it dead already? Yeah. No, they are here. Okay.
Signature! Return
So let's go here now. Same thing, same thing. At this point we can just go around the entire place without any danger to our own aircrafts. Another city captured. Let's heal up a little bit, but essentially we're gonna move right on to the next city, Mid-Turk. This guy is shooting at something, but I don't know what. It might just be bugged as well. Cause this shooting animation doesn't make much sense. Anyway, I think we can just go ahead and capture the city. Have a tiny swarm of... No, not defenders, they are trying to attack me. So let's take care of them first. Alright, city defended. Back to the offense. So we're gonna hit the space stage pretty soon, which will again be completely different gameplay than what we've done before. Because instead of playing a real-time strategy game, we're then playing a space exploration kind of situation where you play one single spaceship and one singular captain. But it will be fun, don't worry. Another capture. Let's get more boats this time, why not? Now everyone
process.
and we will move right on. Cause over here, no, here, somewhere here is the next city we're gonna take.
Flip trip.
Baston. And you can see them coming already. At this point it's really not much of a challenge anymore.
The signature. Referendo. Measure. Scan the runoff. Signature. The signature. Referendo. Measure. Scan the runoff. Signature. The signature. Referendo.
Again, city captured, and now there's only one other city left, which is inside of the landmass over here,
It's clubbing it, liver
and
feeding,
they have surrendered instead. So now we are all in one nation. Global domination is ours, and it's time for the space stage. So usually I don't play this extremely military heavy. Usually I try out the other methods of conquering as well. However, this time there was really no option to, because Red Nation again just dominated the game so early on and made everything a military nation. So there was no choice anymore. Yeah, let's advance to the space stage and let's see what kind of archetype we're getting. So you can see this time we were completely singularly only active in the military area. There was not a single religious or economic conquer that we did. So the graph is pretty simple, it's very simplistic. But our combination of categories that we ended up in the different stages has led to us becoming a scientist in the space stage, which gives us the gravitation wave, which can bring cultures and buildings back to the Stone Age. So that's a pretty big deal as well. We also get in the space stage now kind of an anti-pirate spray, kind of like an anti-bug spray, but for pirates. So there are space pirates essentially in this game, and you need to defend your friends or yourself from these pirates every now and then, and this can help against them. What else do we have? We have discounts on combat tools, which is practical. We have fast travel, and we have discount on all standard equipment. That's also nice. So our species had a pretty varied life in its history, And now they're building a space vehicle. Our first spaceship. So technically you could do something really simple and effective. So for example, you have some pre-made, ready-made parts for your spaceship here. And if you were to just drag these parts around like this, then give us the space station parts, the space vehicle parts, and whoops, you have immediately made the Spaceship Enterprise from Star Trek. Right, this only took 3 parts. We're not going to do that, but just to show you, it's that simple. We're gonna make something a little bit more more creative, I would say. Then we're gonna make a little bit of a rectangular feature on the top of the spaceship, and from there on we will make our wings. So let's put some of these down here, like that, make them shorter. And if we go to the... Now let's first take this part here and put it on top of this. Yeah, now it looks like it's connecting the 3 angled parts. Let's also make it go like this in a perpendicular way. And then no, let's do something else. Let's then take one of these cubes, put them on top of our wavy bit, make it real big, and then small again, so that it looks flat. And let's angle it downwards as well. And now let's put one of the wings on the front of this. So like that. No, like that. I want it to snap to the angle, yes. Then like this, and make it like that. And I think suddenly we have a pretty nice spaceship design. We're also gonna give it a little bit of weaponry. So for example, let's put this, no, this doesn't look so good. Let's put these rockety things over here. Yeah, like this, I suppose. Why not? Let's make them angle outwards a little bit so that it doesn't look like it will crash right into the wing when it launches. And then, just for funsies, let's get some of these space jet engines kind of things. No, not this one. I do like this one, the purple beam. Let's make it go point backwards, And actually I wanna move it right here. Yeah, I think this looks nice. Not very realistic because technically you don't see much out of this cockpit because it's obscured by the wing. But whatever, these are this time completely non-functional, these are just aesthetically placed. There is no function to these parts anymore. Technically you could just fly around in a single cube if you wanted. Let's try this, let's try to paint it like our citizen. Bah! No thank you. That's terrible. Let's try to paint it like how we looked back as a cell creature. Yeah, that looks better, I would say. But I don't like that the wing is made out of wood. I would rather have this be somewhat connected looking. No, not you. No, not that either. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh yeah, and we're gonna need a better cockpit. So maybe something like this. Whoops, that's not it. Maybe more like this, yeah. And I also wanna select this and put the... Okay. Let's maybe make something more yellow here, so that it looks also more like the same thing. Okay, something a little bit brighter. Yeah, that looks good. No, that's not what I wanted. I want to select this inner part. Yeah, now it's also nicely yellow. And maybe this here as well. I think now we look pretty fine. Yeah, I like it. Let's just call the spaceship Space Explorer. Again, you can be way more creative if you wanna. So now it's generating the space stage. And you can see what kind of creatures and empires and stuff we will get to meet. So here we go, our spaceship is flying. And our people are very happy about this. So, first things first, we're gonna name our captain, because now we have a single captain that we're playing. So we're gonna call him Eddie McVenture. Yes. So now we're gonna have a little bit of a tutorial again for flying our spaceship. Yada da. This is the communicator with which we communicate with our own colonies and planets, as well as those of allies and enemies. So I could just skip the navigation tutorial, but let's take it real quick. You see that you have a mission on the top left, and in this case it's just that we have to fly through these orbs that are above the these 7 cities. For some we have to go lower, for some we have to go higher. I think for this one we will have to go higher. Oops, that's too high. Yes, that's it. Again, one for the closer perspective. And one that's even closer. Nice. So we have completed that mission. So, the first thing is we're gonna learn about our scan tool. So on the bottom right you now have all of the tools of your spaceship. And you can select the tools from this panel here. And in this case I have to scan these creatures here, which I did. Now we have more information about them, and yes, now our scientists are gonna analyze the data. Yeah, there's also an abduction beam. We've seen it in action in the creature stage already, where another space nation has come by our planet and abducted some of our creatures. And yeah, you can just suck up other creatures into your inventory. Yeah. And this also works in reverse, so now we have to do the opposite. We have to safely beam down the creature from our spaceship onto one of our cities. There is one. So we select the creature, the Pixies, and we slowly beam it down. Because otherwise, if you're just really quick, very fast, you're throwing it out and it will fall to its death. Which is not very nice. So, one of the first missions here is that there is a special disease going on around our own creatures. And you will notice that some of these creatures here will have some green stench clouds. Those are infected creatures, they need to be slain. So we use our mini laser for this purpose to precisely kill these creatures and none of the others that don't need to be killed. At least as good as we can. Some casualties are to be expected. And then there are these two here. Enough, okay. So now that I've completed this mission, I am now a captain and I can purchase the first interplanetary drive, which will allow me to leave this planet and go to other planets within the solar system. So now I'm a space captain. Cool. Okay. Here you can also see all of your achievements and stuff. I don't care so much about that right now. Because I already know this game pretty well, obviously. So now that we have interplanetary engine, let's make use of that. So it wants us to fly to this planet here, Arthos, and see what's going on. So we have a sonar equipped, or a radar, whatever you want to call it, I guess. And it picks up stuff eventually. This one is just part of the lore. So this is a crashed spacecraft from another civilization, and right now, just for the story, we have to use the scan tool on it in order to learn what has happened to it. So we don't see any life forms in there, but there is a particular sketch on the ground, and something is happening. Some items are coming aboard. So now we have an interstellar drive and some missiles. Yeah, you now see here we have the minor proton missile, which is a weapon, and yeah, our space vehicle has now grown in capabilities. Now, with the intergalactic drive that we found on this planet, we can leave the solar system and see where the sketch has been pointing us. So let's just go there. We have a planet called Cloud here that we need to go to. So let's do that. And again, it's picking something up. Something that looks like the ruins of a destroyed civilization. So again, we're going to select the scanning tool and we're going to go there to figure out what happened. And the scan triggered the city's defense mechanisms, who still believe that that we are now the civilization that eradicated them. They think that we are the enemies, which we are not, but this is just an automated system, so there's not much we can do against that. So we have to defend ourselves. Works pretty well with these missiles. Nice. So we defended ourselves, and well, the mission to investigate this planet is accomplished. We can now return home and get some well-deserved recognition for that. So, something that you might have just noticed while I was flying back to my home planet is that I automatically collected some spice now in our in our inventory. So that is what our colonies will do. They will produce spice, and we're going to sell that spice and earn money that way. I will also use this chance to heal myself for free, and you can use this trade menu to sell your goods or get other stuff like new tools for your spaceship and stuff like that. But usually trading with your own civilization doesn't give you that good of a deal. Right now we have been given one colonization tool for free, and the mission wants us to colonize a very specific planet. So now it teaches us about space orbits and terraforming and stuff. So you have some planets that are on these green tracks here, which is the easiest to terraform and will usually have the best planets for colonizing. Then you also have the blue ones, which are too far outside from the sun, and these orange ones that are too far inside on the sun. So it would be best to claim a green planet, even though it is on terraforming level T0 right now. This is the most stable kind of planet, and this will be the first colonization target for us. So sometimes you just travel and see other T3 planets, like your own home colony always is. Well, it's not a colony, it's your home planet. And these T levels decide how many cities and thus how much spice you can gather from a planet. So right now it is still a T0 planet. Eventually we can turn this colony that we are placing right now into a more livable surface, because right now we are on a T0, which means that you cannot survive on the surface. You have to stay within the shield of the city. And yeah, once you increase the T level, the shield will disappear and more cities can arise and animals can live there and stuff. Yeah, that's how this kind of stuff works. Now instead of the city planner, it's called the colony planner, which is doing essentially the same thing, but things are locked behind the terror score, the T score. Like now it is T0, so we don't have any houses that we can place. But essentially this is the same as the city editor from earlier, except you don't get any vehicles yet or buildings yet. You will have to increase the T-score for that. You can always name each of the colonies and each of the cities, so yeah, let's leave it at civilized master colony, why not? But sure, we have placed the colony now. It right now will not generate any spice because it is still T0 and doesn't have any buildings. But that will be fine. Or it might generate some spice very slowly, but not very much and not very quickly. So let's go back home, finish the mission. Hello. And the space stuff will continue. So now it's getting a little bit more exciting. We are getting a SETI tool, which is a tool that can help us find other civilizations. And yeah, we will try to form some kind of relationship with an other alien empire. Something you might notice is that some of these planets have a red line towards them, and some of them have a green one. Green means they're close enough that I can travel to them. The red ones are too far away. So I can, for example, go to one planet and continue going to the next and to the next, and suddenly I'm too far away from home to get there with one skip, essentially. Also, this jumping between the planets, not the planets, the stars, these are stars, and planets are on those stars. But that will cost some energy, which is one of the resources that we have, health and energy. And right now we are just supposed to find any alien empire, so let's fly around a little bit. Hopefully we find something very close, and if we do, then the SETI tool should alert us about it. There it is. And my energy is getting low already. But there is definitely a signal coming from here that could be an alien civilization. Yeah, and they use these blue circles as spaceships themselves. So we have found another alien space race. So we have met this creature here. This is the NDC We Need a Hero Empire. And we can tell them that we are coming in peace, that we need to recharge, and maybe we can just give them already some of our spice that we have harvested from back home. All of these things will increase our friendship level, essentially. I'm also gonna buy a colonization tool from them, a colony and credit pack. If you hover over the smiley face, or the neutral face in this case here, you can see how good you are with them. So our introduction and our trading has given us social points with them. Reputation points, if you will. And yeah, for our mission we are done here. We have found an alien nation. They are still neutral with us, but we don't have much to trade, or we can't really do much with them. Also, we are getting a signal from here. This time it is the alien nation that is contacting us. And they are appearing to be welcoming toward us. So this is the Dragon Slayer Empire. They look cool, they have a nice sword in the hand, but whatever. We might check them out later. For now, let's just return back home and finish the mission. Yeah, you can also take missions from both from alien empires as also from your own. So let's see. Did we have some spice on a board? No, not now. Alright, let's recharge for free. What's the mission right now? Okay, so our mission right now is to find somebody to buy our own spice. Right now I don't have any spice, because I already sold it in my infinite wisdom. So I guess we will have to wait. But we can do some things to speed this up. So as before, we can manage our cities here and make sure that they are maximized in their production. So for example, we can add some more spice stuff here. Okay, hold on. Can we... that's bad. Okay, hold on, wise. That is pointless to put two houses next to each other, that doesn't give you anything. This will technically give us more spice, but will make our people unhappy, that's not so good. So... maybe let's replace this thing here with an entertainment building. No, maybe this thing here. No. That's not quite it. Hold on, what if we switch these around? Yeah, that's good. And if we remove this, then it's suddenly one unhappy. Okay. So I think this is the best we can do here. That was from our capital. Then here we have a lot more stuff to build. So, for example, we could build a house here. Factory here, and what else? Can I place a house here? No, it doesn't do anything, right? Because these are not connected. We can put one here though, and then place another factory over here. Perfect. I'm sure somebody has made perfect layouts for cities available online, but this is gonna be good enough. We don't need to quite maximize it all that much, but you know, a little bit more money is always nice. So, for example, we could place a factory here and another house here and an entertainment building here. Do we have more space? Yes. Then let's switch these two around. And these two. I think that will be okay. These are not very efficient layouts. This is completely unnecessary, for example. We could add a house here. Oh yeah, and this one has a lot of space still. Um, yeah, so you can see you can play around with these quite a bit until you have your optimal configuration. This city is completely empty, so so I guess let's add some stuff. Yeah, that's good enough for now, I think. Okay, and we are running out of money, so that will have to do for now. And I guess now there is nothing more that we can do except wait. So from the spaceship we can observe what is going on our planet here. We see that our jets that we made earlier are flying around, that the boats are swimming around, and essentially all of these vehicles' jobs now are gathering spice. So you will see them eventually coming to spice craters and harvesting from them. Oh, you are a cute creature. Hold on a second. Stay there. Yeah, that looks very nice. It kind of looks like it has wings, but those are not actually functional wings. However, it can sprint. Yeah, it looks nice. So, essentially we are now at the infinite game mode of this game of Spore. So technically one could argue that we are pretty much done with the game at this point. However, there is still a lot to do, but the game doesn't force you to do it anyway. But you have now the opportunity to increase your own space empire and colonize more planets, defend them, and make friends with aliens. Yeah, take missions look for them. Go onto those galactic adventures, which are available through the DLC. And yeah, those are some of the things you can do. You can also just use the creative terraforming tools to make a planet that looks like you want it to, so you can place mountain ranges and rivers and stuff technically if you want to. Yeah, you can try to achieve everything in this progress bar on the bottom here. I think this time it depends on earning badges. Yeah, so that's what we saw in the collections here. We have the badges, something you can achieve. So these are like achievements, and the more you get from those, the further you go in your progress bar here. And I think the other bar above it, where you can see the tiny spaceship on top, is your position in the galaxy and how close you are to the center. So that could be another one of your goals in playing the space stage, is finding the center of the galaxy and uncovering the mysteries there. There's also a particularly evil space alien race here. Those are the Grogs that we will meet later. And those are like universally seen as evil. Everybody hates them, even the other aliens. And you do have the option to either ally with them or to eradicate them. Both are technically ways to, in my opinion, complete the game. However, both of these things have consequences, so defeating them is not easy on the one hand, and becoming their ally is having the consequence that everybody else will hate you. But yeah, we are nowhere near making that decision right now. So let's just keep with our small missions right now. Yeah, we do have one spice in our planet storage. So let's just move between here, back and forth to automatically collect the spice. Yep, now it happened. Now we can go to the other empires that we met. For example, oh, there's another one here. Yeah, these are aggressive because they distrust strangers and they are swearing at us right away. Let's just ignore them for now. And instead bring these to these blue happy face people. Hello. Yeah, we did also get another scan pattern from this planet. You see that there is a yellow one instead of the blue one. This usually points to some kind of treasure that is on the planet. But first let's talk to these people and sell them our 1 bit of spice. You see that the other alien nation had a better price for the red spice. This will happen eventually. But for completing the mission this is good enough. So let's say goodbye to these people and let's see what the scan is all about. So they've detected an object of interest and it looks like an artifact. So this is also one of the things you can do in this game. You can collect all of the artifacts. There are different collections of them. You can sell them, you can collect them, whatever. I don't remember if since this is a colonized planet from another alien race, yeah, this counted as stealing and they did not like that. So that gave us -3 reputation points. So you cannot just take this from anywhere without consequences as well. But yeah, whatever. I will just sell it directly to them. So yeah, we stole this artifact and sold it back to them. I think what I'm hearing is pirates. Yeah, so these should be... No, these are not pirates, they are just looking closely at me. No need to fight. They are escorting me and taking me quite seriously, that's fine. But I want to stay friends with you, thank you very much. There are some interesting planets over here that we can see. There are the symbol with the animal paw print means that there are animals living on those planets, which means implicitly that they are quite good for colonizing, because they are already very easy to live on, but they all have red spice as their spice color. Yeah, different planets have different spice colors. Essentially, they are different kinds of rare or not. So right now we only have access to red spice, which isn't the best. So now we are at the stage where we can ask for missions of different kinds from our empire, which are basically still teaching us all of the ways missions can go and what you can do in the galaxy. Eventually we will also get galactic adventure missions, but not quite yet. Let's say I want to interact with other alien races, and we're gonna take the mission of establishing a trade route. How can I do it? Well, with the communicator. Let's do that, and I shall go away. So this is earned as a badge. You see that our progress has increased, and we have new tools available in the trading menus. So, for example, we could go to this yellow spice planet of our alien friends and try to employ a trade route with them. So that's under diplomacy. I would like to establish a trade route with you, and it has started, and that is also going to increase our reputation over time. I'm gonna again sell the spice to them in order to increase our reputation even more. Eventually I do want to become allies with this empire, so there's no harm in asking already. Technically I can just greet them, go here and say, do you want an alliance? Okay, so they are offering to get allied with us if we take a mission from them. So that is going to be our first galactic adventure. It's gonna be a tutorial adventure. So this is gonna go really quick. and you will see what I'm talking about. The first adventure mission you always get is the tutorial. So you now have to... there are these adventure planets that generate whenever you accept an adventure quest. Then this becomes an adventure planet, and then you have to just scroll in far, and then you get the adventure menu here, and you can accept it, accept the mission. You can see that our captain right now doesn't have any parts equipped so far. Our captain is still using the standard uniform from our civilization. Also, this is kind of where you see that Spore is a very old game. You see that the UI is scaling terribly, and yeah, it is not meant. It was never meant to be played on a 4K monitor or something like that. So you can see that the buttons are really small and that there are really aliased, pixely icons everywhere. But you have to kind of forgive that kind of stuff to Spore, because it is a very old game. So space adventures are basically make your own minigame kind of situations where you take these missions that beam you down to the planets, and where you can walk around as your own captain. And I think I froze the game. No, I can still go through the tutorial with the enter key. So these are made by people intentionally, so they have scattered buildings and creatures around. This is meant to look like a space harbor, kind of spaceport kind of situation, where you can see crates of spice lying around. You have buildings, you have a trader over here, a merchant, and you're supposed to follow the missions that the game has given you. So let's do that and talk to the headbot. The Spaceport Authority and its here servant welcomes you, Captain. If you're looking to become a great space captain, you've come to the right place. Feel free to have a look around and introduce yourself to the local life forms. To your left, the merchant will notify you of his latest merchandise and how to take possession of them. Behind me, the space traveler will inform you of the interstellar customs for obtaining new assignments and how to get out of an adventure in case of unexpected failure. To your right, the quartermaster will tell you about crew matters on and off the planet. This is all. So yeah, that is, like I said, the tutorial level. Essentially, you speak to the merchant, for example, and he tells you about all the tools and stuff you can buy. Hello, my friend. Come closer. Closer. Not too close. You want to see the good stuff? I got a pulse gun for you, a lightning sword, and a regal ring. There are 32 new accessories to choose from, all of which have unique abilities. To unlock parts, you need to rise up the ranks of captain, unlocking a new part for each captain level to equip new accessories. Enter the outfit just before you go into an adventure by clicking on the Enter Outfitter button. There you can equip your captain with the appropriate accessories. Good luck. So yeah, like we had the outfit editor for the tribal and the civilization stage before, we also have one for our adventures that can give our Captain some special abilities. For example, he can hold swords, he can have jetpacks or whatever like that. And those will increase his combat or movability functions. Yo, Captain, always nice seeing a fellow traveler around these parts. I was sent here by my old world, like you, but then my ship ran out of energy and I got stranded here. Next time you want to go on an adventure, don't bother asking your own folks though. With the other empires, they all have missions for you, many of them which will be planetary adventures. To ensure you never run out of adventures to go on, subscribe to Sporecasts, buddy feeds and download your own adventures. Keeping your Sporepedia full of adventures is important. If you would like to leave an adventure that you have been down to, don't panic. Click on the exit adventure button and boom, you're back on your ship. Have fun! Alright, so in case we softlock ourselves in an adventure or something is too impossible and we don't wanna do it anymore, then we can always exit the adventure using this button next to our captain profile picture here. But in this tutorial here there are no real dangers, you just talk to a bunch of people. So this is the quartermaster. Hello Captain, quartermaster Snuffle at your service. No captain is complete without a good crew to beam down with you. You probably want to know how, huh? Well, it's pretty easy. You can have tons of charisma like me and recruit them on the planet, right guys? But that's only temporary. Making allies with other empires will add them to your fleet and to your crew to beam down with you. Not all adventures allow you to beam your crew down with you. Also, your crew will be safe from one adventure to the next, so as long as you keep your allies on friendly terms and alive, you'll be golden. Got it? Good. So now a fellow space captain has arrived on the spaceport and we can, so to speak, talk to a real legend. Hey kiddo, I just got back from Gamma Mega 9 and busted an illegal Spoffit poaching ring. Those cheeky guzzles won't be causing any more trouble. So Spoffits are sheep, just alienized a little bit, like they pretty much look exactly like Earth sheep. So you want to be a space captain, huh? Well, the road isn't going to be easy and danger lurks on every planet. Let me tell you how to get started. The first thing you want to do is hone up your captain skills by taking adventure missions from alien empires. By completing adventures you'll learn experience toward new captain ranks, allowing you to unlock new accessories and abilities. You'll also unlock some powerful super weapons for a spaceship. What are you waiting for? Get off this trash pile and go find some work. In an adventure you get a different progress bar on the bottom, which shows you basically in acts how far you are in an adventure. You can see these adventures kind of like a stage play with different acts, because there is not much gameplay you can add to these adventures. There are some things you can do in terms of gameplay, like you can make your players fight against other creatures, so you can have them participate in a war, for example, or you can just make them talk and basically play a walking simulator, or yeah, you can put them in labyrinths or stuff like that. So right now our mission is talk to the headbot again, and it's the last bit of the mission. So once we're done with that, this whole adventure will be over. I hope your data mining endeavor proved bountiful, Captain. As you can see, there is a galaxy of adventures awaiting you, and a galaxy waiting for the next great space captain. It appears your paperwork is in order. Your journey begins now. Are you ready? Return to your home planet to complete the mission. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and at the end of the mission, the captain always does a funny little dance. So now we got 100 points. Which means we can now choose a new part for our captain. Something that's really practical, for example, is in the end this glider pack that will allow us to fly. But first, to unlock it, we have to get the sprint pack. So let's select that and select done. You can always access your captain features by going in here, in this button on the down right, and then enter the outfitter, and that's where we can edit the outfit of our creature now. So basically we have the same things that we had before on the outfitter part, but we also have a new menu now for the captain parts, and we did unlock this sprint pack just before. So let's change things up a little bit. One of the things we can do is give our creature a specific paint job in the detail category that will look like clothes. So this will look like he will have a shirt and some pants on. But it's really low detail. Yeah, these stripes and stuff just look way more detailed. Huh. That's unfortunate. Oh well. So obviously these are meant to be kind of booster jet things that you're supposed to point backwards, because that's where the energy then comes out of and you run faster and stuff like that. But I find personally that they also look very good as some kind of chest plate, like this. And now at least it no longer looks like our captain is naked. Alright, and now if we put something back here, like I don't know, that gear, maybe. It looks like he's wearing this. So the other parts include swords and claws and all that kind of stuff. But we have to unlock them first. And I think every time we reach a new rank, it will get a little bit harder to reach the next rank. So it will take quite some time to unlock all the parts. Yeah, so this is Eddie McVenture in his current state. Let's look at him with the colors on. Nice, okay, I think that looks good. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. And I think what we will still do is close our missions. So first report back to our friend's planet. Hello. now we should be able to become allies, right? No, again, still not. Okay. Okay, right now they don't have any missions for us, so I guess we will have to wait until later, until we can get more friendship with them. Let's also get some of those. Those will, those are able to recharge our energy once it's depleted, and you know, you lose energy from space travel and from using your tools like weapons and stuff. So let's go back to the home planet. Oh, they have 3 spies this time. Let's see what they have for us. Oh yeah, we did get some money for that. Yes, thank you. Recharge for free. And that shall be it for now. Yeah, so right now, again, this leaves us at the infinite space stage that you can play forever, essentially. If we move out, if we scroll out, we can see that the galaxy is quite much bigger than us. So there's a lot more to discover, and if you zoom in, you can see that there are many stars, and these stars again contain several planets usually. There are also some special other things to discover, like wormholes, which can take you across the universe somewhere else. But I think we're gonna stop it for here and leave it be at this point. So let's exit and save, and thank you for everyone who was coming, and see you next time.